Welcome back to the EF5 podcast, the crossroads between logistics and life. And this is a true crossroad episode. Quick and easy, but we're crossing both logistics and life. I'm going to let you take over.
We're giving a life lesson here.
Yes.
So we want to tell a quick story. So everybody has tires on their vehicle, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what goes in the tires to make them work?
Air.
Hey.
Man, I'm good at this.
All
Quite
right.
the mechanic.
So we're setting up the story, right? So back when child labor was legal, and I was like 8 years old working on the dock, anybody in this freight business, they give you, they're called labels, by the way, not stickers. You apply a label with information.
Correct.
A sticker is like you play a game.
Right.
You just put a little sticker, just a little side note.
It's a good point. I never thought about that, but like...
Labels have information.
Yeah. Stickers are just like kind of, not pictures, but like they
don't carry information like
Correct.
a label does.
Correct.
So
Correct.
Anybody in the business that tells you, where's the stickers? You might want to like just double check that. Anyways, I was given labels, and it was 365 pieces. So that's the amount you were accounting for.
Right.
So each piece needed a label. And they were tires. So I had this great idea that this wouldn't take that long. Had them all lined up because they were all stacked up. So I lined them all up like I saw them done before.
Right. You were thinking.
Oh, yeah. Thought was in. And it was perfect. I could just drop the labels and they stacked and they just peeled off nice and smooth. And I was just labeling away.
Yep.
And then it was hot summer, and I think it was like August, and I can't remember. It was probably like 87, 86.
And that was before the big warehouse fans were kind of around too.
Yeah, it was pure child labor. Look up a third world country and you'll see it nowadays. And that's what I was sweating. I was like working hard, had to work for my lunch. I didn't even get paid. It was a Saturday. Like it was all the elements that you could get in trouble for this day.
Mm-hmm.
But it was cool. I had a chance to work with my dad and a lot of the people in the business over the years. So through that, I'm labeling, I'm looking back, and I'm like, what's happening here? The labels start falling off, and they're like just like floating around the warehouse. So if anybody's ever got a new piece of rubber, it's kind of slick.
Right.
So I was putting it on the sidewall because you can't put it on the tires, like the
Right.
grip, because there's nothing flat there.
Right. It would just kind of.
Yeah. So
Do
you
the same thing.
follow me some, right?
Yeah,
So
I follow.
now I have a dilemma. The labels won't stick. So any bright 9-year-old, I think I was 9 at the time, would come up with this bright idea. How are you going to get them to stick?
Dude, staple them.
Yes.
Staple them.
Walked in the office, grabbed the staple gun, and I'm wearing it out right on the sidewall. The thinnest part of the tire. Boom, boom, boom. I come out, and I'm about halfway through. I feel like I've done a good job. I found a solution to my problem. And then, boy, what? I won't even say what was said to me. And I'm thinking, what did I do wrong? One, when's lunch?
Right. That's what you're thinking. You're like,
Crystals was sounding good that day.
yeah. Get some of them little sliders.
Are you really serious? You put staples in the side of the tire? And I still didn't understand what he was talking about. The label wasn't falling off.
Right.
Then it hit me. I'm putting holes in the sides of the tires. So, needless to say, the solution to that was, one, I had to make sure I pulled all the staples off and then inspect the tires to make sure they were penetrating all the way through.
Right.
As I'm pulling them off. Then I had to go back, and the solution to when something doesn't stick, you create a version of it to stick. You either use glue, and that was not advanced at the time.
Right.
I'm not running around with Elmer's glue on every tire. So the idea was to wrap tape around it, and the tape would go all the way around the inside and outside, and it would keep it. So anybody who's had any experience has seen what a barcode looks like. If you go to Sam's or something, and you got the tires up on the rack, you kind of put it together, but I was a little weak on my wisdom at that time.
Well, look, I'll admit too, right? Like, there's probably a lot more people that were way past the age of 8 or 9 years old that were stapling tires or something equivalent. who had the same conversation, but it was a lot worse because they were an adult and they didn't think about it like that.
That does make me feel better. 40 years later, in reflection of it, makes me feel a lot more experienced than. Wow. So, needless to say, the good job I thought I did turned out to be a bad job.
Right.
It turned out to be a cool life lesson and experience that I had a chance to live and grow through. Thankfully.
So did the tires go flat?
Not to my knowledge.
Who knows what they were like when they got there, though?
Did my best.
I can't imagine
Elementary effort.
I can't imagine a staple would like drain a tire pretty quickly.
No.
Like,
Thankfully, I wasn't using an industrial grade tap and nail. Into the
right,
side
exactly.
of it.
You don't have the nail gun out there.
It was legitimately an office staple. That just held it long enough so it didn't fall off.
Right.
But I wasn't trained very well. I'm going to have to claim that. My training was limited. I guess nobody thought that I would be creative with this.
I guess that's the problem with the child labor laws.
Yeah,
at the time, you didn't have training, so it just.
That's probably why they eliminated that and really cracked down on that.
Yeah, that's got to be the only reason why, surely.
Because the financial return had to be great.
That's funny. Well, look, we're keeping it short and sweet today. I love that story. It's one of my favorite stories. We got to pull a lot out of you because I know you've got plenty over time for the 25 years you've been on the airport.
There's some good ones.
So, but leave a like, comment, share it, subscribe for more funny stories from Justin, maybe me. I don't know.
We got some more coming.
So you guys have a good one.
All right. Have a good day.